Chess is a game of strategy. This game requires two players, a board, and some pieces. To become a skilled player, you need to be familiar with all these tools. In this episode, we will get acquainted with the chessboard and pieces. We will learn how to set up the board and how to place the pieces on the board. The board used in chess is a square board with 8 vertical columns and 8 horizontal rows. The columns are called files, and they are identified by A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. The rows on the other side are called ranks. They are identified by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these symbols are given on the edge of the board. D is written, so this file is D file. And on the other side, 5 is written on both sides, so this is 5 rank. Sometimes this symbol is shown only on one side. Since there are 8 files and 8 ranks, it is divided into 64 square cells. Any two are marked with different colors. However, generally, these two colors are used, white and black. Here we have used white and black colors. Different colors are marked in such a way that 2 adjacent cells are of different colors, and 2 cells across are the same. That is, the board has 32 white cells and 32 black cells. These cells are called squares. White cells are called light squares, and black cells are called dark squares. Each cell has a different name. The name of the file in which the cell is located and the name of the rank in which the cell is located are put side by side, and the name of the cell is given. For example, this cell is located in the D file and the 4th rank, so this cell is named D4. This cell is located in the F file and the 7th rank, so this cell is named F7. Similarly, C4, E6, H3, A2. Later on, we will use these cell names, which will make it easier to learn the game. There are a total of 32 pieces of 6 types in the game of chess. Of these, 16 are white and 16 are black. The king is among the pieces. The computer or mobile looks like this. This is the queen. In many places, the queen is called the minister, but we will always call her the queen. In the whole world, it is mostly known as the queen. The computer or mobile looks like this. This is the rook. This is the knight. This is the bishop. This is the pawn. The pawn piece is called power. That is 1 king, 1 queen, 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 bishops, and 8 pawns. This is 16 pieces. In this form, 16 pieces are white and 16 pieces are black, a total of 32 pieces. One of the 2 players controls the white piece and the other controls the black piece. The player who controls the white piece is called the white player, and the player who controls the black piece is called the black player. You cannot set up the board in any way you want. The board should be placed between 2 players sitting face to face. The board should be placed in such a way that each player has a white square on his hand. White pieces are placed on the 1st and 2nd ranks, and black pieces are placed on the 7th and 8th ranks. That is, the player on this side of the board is white, so we will call the player on this side the white player, and the player on this side we will call the black player. The same pieces will be placed on the board. The white player will place 2 rooks on both corners of the 1st rank from the edge. Then he will place knights in turn inwards. Then he will place 2 bishops on both sides. The white queen will place the king on the white square and the king on the remaining square in the 1st rank. And in each square of the 2nd rank, a pawn will sit. Similarly, the black player will place 2 rooks on both sides of the 8th rank. Then he will place knights in turn towards the bottom. Place 2 bishops on both sides. The black queen will place the black square, and the king will sit on the empty square in the 8th rank. Pawns will be placed in each square on the 7th rank. Pawn does not have a separate name, but the pawn in front of the pawn is called the pawn. For example, the pawn in front of the king is called the king's pawn, and the pawn in front of the queen is called the queen's pawn. That is, the arrangement of the pieces before the game starts will be like this. Since the king is located in this part of the board, this part is called the king's side. And since the queen is located in this part is called the queen's side. These 4 cells are called the center. Today, in the next episode, we will learn the rules of playing the pieces.